Alright everybody, welcome to this nice video here. We're doing a flight from Sarasota to Atlanta in the Boeing 737. Unfortunately, our outside air temperature, we usually set it to somewhere around 50 here. 3.75, center of gravity's already set in. So 3.75 on the trim. Let's make sure that is set. We're going to set our V speed, so 130, 131, 144 on V2, so rotating at 131. Taking off runway 32, so it looks like we take off and make a quick left turn here after departure. Max 220 knots, so that's why you got to look at your EFB and your charts before departure. So we know we don't want to pass 220, so I'll set about 210 here, heading 254 after departure, heading on to our next waypoint. So I'm going to set that at 254. That's just in case LNAV doesn't work. Sometimes LNAV doesn't kick in how you want it to. We don't have a line above or below that 2600, so it looks like they really want us to be at that altitude right here at Ackway. This line under tells us that we want to be at or above 530 feet before we start turning, but Ackway looks like we want to be at 2600, so we're going to do that. Alright, flight close to that. Here we go. And engines are stable. Putting it up to about 89. There we go. And coming back up to the view. Putting forward pressure on the yoke. And we know that we are rotating at about 131 knots. Oh, got a little lag spike. Hopefully that's not going to be there for the whole time. Alright, 120. And that's 131. So rotating now. Alright, and I'm going to trim up a little bit, gear up. Alright, so once we get to 520, we can start making that left turn. So we're at about 400 now. Looks like we got a lot of wind here. Alright, so we're at 520, turning autopilot on and letting it make that turn. Alright, so contact Miami Center. Let's answer that call here.
132.35 for swag Sierra Charlie Alpha 4910.
Alright, so there we go. It told us to contact Miami Center. Autopilot's on. We are about to get to 2600 feet here. I'm going to go ahead and turn vertical speed on. Actually, it's not letting me. Alright, cool. We're staying at 2600. That's fine. So we're going to be holding this altitude until Ackway, as that's what they asked for. Altimeter and get 3004.
Keep speed not above 250 knots.
Alright, so they told us 250 knots on the speed, so we're going to go ahead and set the speed up. Whoa. That was weird. Alright. Send the speed up to 250 now, and turning, oh man, I keep touching all the wrong buttons. And it's not me. Alright, vertical speed on, there we go.
4910. Did you hear my last transmission?
Yep, I heard you. I just answered you in my head. There we go.
Keep speed not
Alright.
above 250 knots. Swag Sierra Charlie Alpha 4910.
Alright, 250 knots set, and climbing up now to 35,000, but I like to fly the SID how you're supposed to, because the game doesn't really take all that into account. So here we are, flying out of Sarasota, Florida, and heading towards Atlanta. We are on the, I forgot the name of the SID, Tides 1 RNAV departure out of Saratoga, climbing out of 5,000, holding 250 knots. And we're looking good. Our next waypoint is Hiron. We do have some weather, it seems. Can I turn? Ah, there it is. So maybe we can fly around the weather here. If we see that it's going to cause a problem, we'll go around it so that we're not flying right into some storms, but we'll probably be high enough by then. The approach to Atlanta now. We are descending out of about 18,000 feet here. That reminds me, we're going to have to set the altimeter. This person right here is one of my buddies. He's just following me in an F-22, so I don't mind that traffic. So we are heading to the Jedi waypoint. So first of all, before I do anything, let's go ahead and look at the weather in Atlanta and set our altimeter. It says altimeter 3006 in Atlanta, so we're going to go ahead and set that right over here. So there we go, 27 right. Lots of runways here in Atlanta, so it looks like it's going to be the middle runways and the right one. So another important feature of the ILS chart is the ILS frequency that we have to set up here. So 111.3 is the ILS approach. We need to set that in our plane or else it will not work. Another place you could go look at it is in your init ref page here. 111.3 and 275 on the course. I'm going to set my flap settings now just so I don't forget. Alright, 111.3 in the ILS. So here we go into our radio stack and we simply do 111.30. Set it to the active and that's set. So that's all we need to do for the ILS. Now that's gonna tell the plane to capture the ILS once we get closer, and let's just keep monitoring our descent here. So turning towards Graham, 6,000. So let's try to get this plane slowing down now a little bit, and let's set our approach now. So I want to brief my landing. I've got to go on to the airport charts and open up the ground chart here. Airport facility, ground chart. Just so we get a good look at the airport. So we're landing runway 27R, which is right here. And we have the terminals, ramps. Alright, so it looks like just very normal braking will be fine. So we'll just set brakes 1 on the auto brake. And it looks like we are on altitude hold, holding 6,000, and localizer hold came on. That's perfect. Now we're going to turn on approach hold for the glide slope, and the glide slope is already coming down, so we want to be intercepting that. I'm going to set flaps 10 and 15. Keep the flaps coming down and the plane slowing down on our approach into Atlanta. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, guys, for these ILS approaches. I know you guys like watching them. So, tuning Atlanta Tower. And we will contact them, tell them we're on ILS. So we just intercepted the glide slope. Localizer fully established.
8 miles east, inbound ILS runway, 27 right approach.
2,500, that means gear down. Boom, there we go. You're coming down at that 2,500 mark, and let's see if we can brief that go around just in case here. 27 right, 265, and then right turn, going to duty, and 4,000 feet. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and set 4,000 feet there. Here we go, 4,000 feet set for the go around, and heading was 265. So we're gonna go ahead and getting a bit of lag here. Alright, 265 on the heading for go around if we need to. Alright. 316 at 8. Alright, clear to land. 27 right. Pappies say that we're a little bit low, but I don't mind our altitude here. Alright, gonna start slowing that plane down as we're getting closer to the runway. That's about 139 knots here. Alright, autopilot's off. Alright, if we can not lag, that would be beautiful.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Alright, of course we get huge lag spikes right on landing, guys. Alright, and we're down. Reverse thrusting. And setting the nose down gently here. And there we go. We got Cleveland here watching Milan. What's up, Cleveland? Alright, and reverse thrusters off here. And we're letting the braking go. Guys, sorry for all that lag, guys. It's really annoying for me too. It makes the quality of video go down when you're just lag spiking every 5 seconds on a landing, unfortunately. Thanks for watching that ILS approach. Unfortunately, sorry for all that lag on the landing. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. See ya.